Okay.
Hi, I'm going to give you just a quick familiarization of the 1646 that we import. And it's a double needle automated post machine, and it does a lot, has tons and tons of programs already programmed into the system. So I'm going to start with the programming board, okay? And this is the board here. Of course, there's nothing on it now, so let's put the unit on. And the board will come to life shortly. And if you notice all these patterns here, there's P1, P2, P3, etc. P1, 2, and 3 are for double needle patterns. Here's P1, that's the whole thing. There's P2. And there's P3, all done with both needles. Should you wish to use a single needle pattern, you would remove one of the needles and you'd go P4, P5, P6, etc. And if you remove the left needle, it'll do any one of these patterns with the sewing on the right side. If you remove the right needle, it'll do any one of those patterns with the sewing on the left side. But we're going to start with the double needle patterns. Those are the most popular and most important. And let's say I choose this one, okay? Now, I come over to the machine, I take my leather, and of course I heel this, the foot lifts up. When I step down on the pedal, she begins to sew. You want to make sure that before you begin to sew, that this light over here is lit up. Because that light tells you that the tensions are all set and the machine is ready to sew. If that light is not lit up, you hit that switch till you see the little red light come on. Okay? Now let's see what we got here. You can see, well, let me go a little further. You can see the pattern. Very nice. Now, one thing you want to bear in mind, so you don't have any mechanical problems with your machine, is the type of thread to use. The needle thread can use up to a 1/38 thickness bonded nylon. No more than that. 1/38 tex. The bottom thread you use is 69 bonded because it's thinner and it'll let you go much longer before you have to replace a bobbin, which you don't see it anyways. So I'll repeat myself, tex 1/38 for the needle or lower and 69 for your bobbin. Okay, what else have we got here? What's this puppy doing here? Now this blade here is for doing French seams or sewing along the edge. Let's say you wanted to do this here, do a French seam, and you need a guide. I could get it folded right. You need a guide to center it so you have a perfect French seam. You use this. The way you use it is you press this first button, and that's your guide for doing your French seam. Of course, I'm not doing it, but that's the way it works. When I'm finished using it, I hit the button again, and she disengages. Now, the button over here is for needle position, up or down. But you're really going to rarely use it because you'll needle position with your foot. You're sewing, she stops down, you heel it, and she comes up. Just that simple. The board on top, keep your hands off of it basically, It was used to program all of these patterns in this unit. I'll repeat myself. This board was used to program all of these patterns in this unit. Now, should you decide you would like a pattern that doesn't exist here, then you can use this board to make your own program. I highly suggest you leave it alone. The dial on top of the machine is for the setting of the foot lift, the height of the foot lift. And we have it set on 3. We keep it between 3 and 4. And I wouldn't go anywhere else. You'll see the number 3 here, which is probably not viewable with the camera, and number 4 here, and you would work your way around. Well, we usually leave it on 3. This is your back tack lever. If you're doing regular sewing, you want a back tack. This is for how long your stitch is. And you push this in and you'd go to the stitch length setting that you like, whether it's longer or shorter. What else is there? This unit runs on air. And I'm going to go to the back of the machine and show you where the air hookup is that we provide for you, which is right here. Where is it? Sorry. Here we go. If you want to take a quick peek at the rear of the machine, you can see how everything is set up to run on air. Air does not break. Period. End of story. The computer, the program, you'll never have an issue with it. The only thing you might have an issue is with the mechanics of it. You make sure you keep your machine well-oiled and clean. Just that simple. Well-oiled and clean. Here, you pull your garment out, and you clip your threads, and you're ready to go to your next garment. And that's basically everything of importance or significance. Your bobbin winder. To here, tight. Put your bobbin on here, you push this down, she winds, and then when she's full, she pops open. That's all she